Got the Aztecs at the top of the list here.
We got San Diego State, Wyoming. Aztecs have many more athletes than Wyoming does, but Wyoming's it's like going to a bar fight with them. They just play such a different style of football. This may not be easy, but the Aztecs, I think, have just way too much defense for Wyoming. And I think San Diego State is playing power ball, running the ball with Lucky Sutton. So the Aztecs should win this, which would then put them in a great situation at 7-1, because a week from now, we're going to be talking about Boise State coming in here to play. But boy, the Aztecs have done well. Defense, continuity, babe. Field goal kicker, Gabe Placentia is one of the best in the country that nobody knows about. The hefty lefty. That's how what they're starting to call
Thicker
him.
The kicker.
Yeah. So it's absolutely amazing. We go from that. Air Force plays Army. This is a really unique game. Air Force has a phenomenal quarterback. His name is Leon Zerka. The kid's got almost 1,800 yards running and throwing in half a season. He's accounted for 17 touchdowns, and this will be a battle of option quarterbacks. Air Force is averaging 472 yards per game. Now, they're perennially always overscheduled, so their one-loss record doesn't look sexy, but they do a great job up there. So Air Force Army is really going to be fun. Boise, Fresno State. Survivor will play for first place. The loser is going to be in big trouble. But Boise is Maddox Madsen, Dylan Riley, the running back. They're playing some really good football right now. And Fresno is going for the second week in a row with a young quarterback who started his first Division I game just last week. And I thought against San Diego State's great defense, I really thought Conklin held in there. So that's going to be an interesting game to watch. The game on my schedule, Southern Cal at Nebraska. Now, this is a Trojans team putting up big yardage, big points, but it's also a Trojan team that got smoked at the University of Illinois when they went on the road. Now they're going into Lincoln. You think that's going to be hostile? But Southern Cal's got a great quarterback. I mean, Jaden Mayava, 2,180 yards passing, and he's got 13 touchdowns this season, and he hardly turns the ball over. So Mayava, second-year starter at SC, doing very well. He's going to be opposed by sophomore Dylan Raiola, Nebraska quarterback that they stole from the University of Georgia. This kid's got 17 touchdown passes. And obviously you got two wild play callers in Lincoln Riley and Matt Rule. So I think SC Nebraska is really going to be fun. And then the other intriguing game on Saturday, how good is Vanderbilt?
Oh, that's crazy.
Vanderbilt is ranked 10th in the country. Vanderbilt, the Commodores, are ranked 10th in the country. So they have their young quarterback, Diego Pava, against Texas. And Arch Manning, we believe, is going to play. He's had some minor concussion problems, and Manning's gotten progressively better. Steve Sarkisian indicated as of Thursday that Manning was taking snaps and probably would play. I would never, in my wildest dreams my whole life doing this, would have ever thought I'd say, Vanderbilt could beat Texas? You're kidding me? But this year,
yeah,
with the Commodores, real deal. So interesting games to pay attention to.
Yeah. I mean, let's talk about the Aztecs for a minute. I mean, hopefully this isn't a trap game, right? I mean, that's kind of set up that way. Now, is this game at home?
Yep.
Okay. And, by the way, when we remember a number of episodes, we talked about between the hedges, in Georgia, and I've seen that in other stadiums. I'm starting to pay attention to that now. But I know that when they play on the road in Wyoming, they've got like pine trees.
Yes, like everywhere.
Yeah, and it's kind of cool. You feel like you're out in the mountains.
War Memorial Stadium, Laramie.
Yeah, that's some brutal conditions out there. Your old colleague, Ted Leitner, used to always bitch and moan about going to Laramie.
I love going to Laramie. I love Wyoming. I love the open space, and it's beautiful campus. The stadium's it's really kind of cool. Don't want to be there in November. It is really cold.
Well, it's windy too, isn't it?
Yeah, the wind she blows off the prairies like you wouldn't believe.
So, anyways, I'm following the Aztecs. I want to talk a little bit about this whole thing where the previous two home games, they gave away all these free tickets and they kind of filled up Snapdragon. I think they had about 2/3 full, maybe. But are they good? I know they're not giving away tickets for the Boise game. People are complaining about the pricing. What's happening in the Wyoming game? Are they giving away tickets?
No giveaways. They have a lot of unsold tickets. Our friend's going to respond. This thing is 6-1. Sean Lewis has got this thing rolling. Now people are really upset about Boise. The lowest buy-in ticket at Boise, that's top seat in the Sun, $62. Other seats are $81 to $120. People are saying, I'm not paying that to see them play a Mountain West Conference game. It's ridiculous.
Oh, but if you were the beneficiary of the free tickets for 1 or 2 weeks and you support this program, you should still go out there and spend $60. It's because it's showing your support of what you claim to love and want to have thrive in San Diego. So I'm hoping the fans show up, and if they keep winning, Aztec basketball has proven they'll show up. And even to your point, when Aztecs, Marshall Faulk era, man, they filled up Qualcomm when you were announcing.
Yeah, but they were not charging $210 to sit at the 50-yard line.
No, but when they're good, they'll come.
And they weren't charging $40 to park in the gravel lot. This whole thing's a money grab. This whole thing has been such a catastrophic financial mistake.
First of all, prices have gone up everywhere. I mean, you go to a ball game at SC or UCLA or wherever, you're going to be spending that kind of money. So it's challenging when they start giving it away. They kind of devalue what the ticket is really worth in the minds of people's, what people think. So they're going to have to build up to this. But by the way, I went to some games when I was in Oklahoma, and you can rent space like for your 10 by 10 tent, like on the grass lawn, like right near the stadium boundaries. And they're making like bank, thousands of dollars.
That's Oklahoma. They tried that here.
Well, they're not going to be able to get it here. But my point is that it's cheaper here than it is at some of these other stadiums.
But if John Riley had enough friends to throw a tent party in the parking lot, it's $1,020 to rent that space.
Yeah.
Who's going to do that?
Well, that people are going to tailgate in other ways, But there's a lot of really cool corporate guys that go out there and kind of set up a zone, where they're serving drinks. They got some places to sit, maybe some live music. There's some pretty cool stuff going on to the Aztec tailgates.
Okay, that's where we are. College football, interesting weekend ahead of us. You like this USC-Nebraska shootout? I mean, they're walking into a real tough game.
Well, Nebraska isn't Nebraska, is it?
No, but that quarterback is pretty good.
Okay.
And Matt Rule's a bit of a madman play calling, and Lincoln Riley's kind of wild with his play calls, and Maava has turned out to be a really good big-time quarterback.
It's just still, you still think of Nebraska as a Big 12 team. It's still weird that they're in the Big 10.
I agree.
So it'll be a fun game to watch. SC is, the team that has the best chance is SC ranked anymore? I don't think they still are. Right?
They're, I think, in the 23rd, maybe.
23rd. Okay. So I'm just thinking in Southern California, they're definitely the highest ranked team. So you kind of hope they do okay, but I don't know. My expectation is that SC should be able to beat Nebraska.
Shootout. I think it's going to be fun. Okay, you got an opinion? Aztec fan, if you're going to give these guys a chance, or you're just offended by the prices, jump on board. We'll talk about that. Any of those other games pique your interest. We go from that